Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First down, they'll start out with Moss. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20.
And right away, he lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Zach Moss heading out to lead this offense.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Now he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and it rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Defense.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Goff. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again. And they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Cousins.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Cousins now.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before
reaching the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this one.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams in some packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. We have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait till halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
Search for that patience here now. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try the air now with Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now Goff on first down. Going deep for Montgomery. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it. We'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Lions punt now. And this offense has moved the ball. He hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Gone. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Right back to Moss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A 1st down throw for Cousins.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing is Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Open man, his steal, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
On the handoff, it's Moss.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Cousins.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they ever get across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Forced out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing, Cousins. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. This is caught. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now it's gone. Out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth gets it up. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Chase Lucas, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a bit of a